One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The man in motion is Brown.
Hey, smash Broncos! 60 Vikings!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Murray now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here is Kroll. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Connor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader." Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Tempo leading. Top alert, top alert. Tempo, 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 tempo. Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Just the first quarter to tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent. and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
18 Cardinals.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right there.
Another run with Sanders. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready, set.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Come on.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zaven Collins from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Let's go now.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Go, Reed. Go.
Here's the option play now to the left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray a give. This is countered. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10 is counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Two minutes remain in the 1st half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. Second and 11 now. Here's Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Three.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 22, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From the 10. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next the score, Cardinals 14, Eagles 3. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the left side with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play. And they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cards continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Eagles 3. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Running right, here's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Check mash. Check mash. Ready?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Right there, Hurts.
Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Tiger.
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray got him in. It's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, check that, street.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One receiver right, that's Brown. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. This is Connor running right. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for him with Connor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The Cardinals are headed for the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.